Hello once again, everybody. My name is Joe, and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. We were just getting into this conversation with this Solarian dude. Let's see. Discussing your next expedition. You trust me
I
now.
thought it didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Yeah. What the
Director
fuck?
Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree,
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that
Well,
end, the
thanks.
Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a
I
world
don't know
in
why
spite
you
of
think
all
it
that.
was.
This one here. Eos.
how?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Yeah,
The
don't.
way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But
Ooh.
first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that. Ah!
That's not
Something
good.
wrong?
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Also,
Ryder.
murderer.
You may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I
Thanks.
appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Yeah, what happened?
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Murder.
I'm looking into the Nilk and Rensis murder charge.
And
I want to go to Eos and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
that isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
Yeah. You
The
don't
more
know.
certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
You're okay. What do you
As
do?
director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
You're kind of a dick.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Gian Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic. She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
Revenue management, huh?
So, you're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry.
Cool. Nexus troubles.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly,
bit of an
I would say we're
understatement.
more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
How did Gene Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership. When the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed.
That
They were
sucks.
killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and
634.
died before they even woke up. Gian Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Cantor's mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we called them.
I
I
don't
doubt we've heard the
ever
last of them. They're led
anyone
by an
has a
outlaw,
problem
Sloane Kelly.
with
She
shit
used
getting
to
out of
be
hand.
one
They
of
just call the
ours.
Krogans to deal with it.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan
Wow.
demanded a greater say
Dick.
in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
Kind of a racist.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Yeah. Dick. Racist.
What more can you tell me about the initiative?
It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Gian Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth, wealthy, young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered, and as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness, finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate the search.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks. The hope is that this station will one day serve as the governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a
Okay, I get
Solarian,
it.
my kind tend to have a
You're
low opinion
racist.
of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Missing
Any more
arcs.
information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No.
Probably
And
not.
that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well.
That you don't
Managing
feel
all of their
bothered to list.
biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
That sucks. There's a lot of cool fucking races.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats. Whether that's the cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also,
Yeah,
scouting
most
and
people don't
mapping
like that.
terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly
Why?
what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Cool. See ya.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course, as you pointed out, we need each other. Our futures depend on each other's success.
Yeah. Hope I don't have to talk to you much more. Okay, now what are we doing? We're going back to... Oh my god, what the fuck happened there?
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky.
Why is it
I
exploding?
thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
Why?
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you report it?
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this.
Oh.
You weren't even here during the mutiny.
No, I
Would
wasn't.
you, if you have time, maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
I don't know what me not being here during that means that I couldn't possibly be a part of it, but whatever. Yeah, sound logic. Yeah, sure.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help.
You
I've sent
okay?
the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Okay.
Find out why. Be careful.
Where are these things? Apparently one's back here.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
That is far away. Get on the stairs. What the fuck? Get on the stairs. There we go. Okay, it's going there.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Alrighty. Do I need to do... no, fine. Okay, got another one here. Somewhere, right there.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used. Scanning. This panel has been tampered with.
Send the data to Raj.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Okay. One more. What are you doing? You're acting like you're about to fucking go in guns blazing. Why are you crouching down like that?
You're in the forest? What district?
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Uh-huh.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Is it this person that I just saw? No? Wait. What? Do I need to go up here? No. Where am I going? What? What is with this waypoint? Yeah, it doesn't help. What is this little sad thing?
But the planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous...
Who are you?
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick, my colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
What fields do you study?
Eric's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math ways.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Okay. Oh. Got skill points. Excuse me. Still trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be going for this. Oh, do I go there in that door that it seemed to just go past every single time? Yep, there we go. What was that? What are you doing? What is that? Do that again. No? What the fuck happened there? Come on. Do it. Just... Yeah. Oh, that's great. Oh, that is a good place to leave it. Oh, man. Oh, well. Hope you enjoyed. This was my first week of recording. Man. This is hard. It's hard to try and think of stuff to say the whole time. Hopefully, the more I do this, better I'll get at it. And if you stuck around and you watched every episode this week, thank you very much. Yeah. It's been fun. I'm enjoying doing this, so I'll hopefully get back to this next weekend, and I'll record 7 more episodes for the following week. But until then, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you're feeling generous, hit that subscribe button, and as always, I will see you next time.